Okay, hi guys, this is T from T's Corner. I figured I'd shoot off a quick video because I'm stuck in traffic behind a school bus trying to get to work this morning. This video is about something that my son said on yesterday. 6 years ago yesterday, my cousin was working at the White House in the Treasury Department, and she made sure we had all the information and everything so that we could take tours of the White House. Now, unfortunately, the first family was not in when we visited, which would have been great because I would have loved to meet them, but we got to tour the White House and see a few things, and my son was a year old. Yesterday, we went to tour the National Aquarium because it was a special pay-as-you-go day or whatever, and we went to the aquarium. However, because it was a pay-as-you-go day, because it's expensive as crap otherwise, it was sold out at 12 o'clock, even though the event went on until 5. So, I was a little ticked off because I drove. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get y'all a good angle, but this sun is really doing work on me. I tried to, because I'd driven an hour to get to the aquarium, I was like, I'm not just gonna, just drive back home. That's a waste of gas and a waste of time. We're gonna do something in the city today. So what we did was we went to the National Great Blacks and Wax Museum on North Avenue in East Baltimore. And I'd been there before, but my mother and my son never had. So we went there, and it was a great learning experience. Some slavery things, history things, black history, the civil rights movement, things that you know but you don't know. And for my son, is not things that he really knows. So he's just getting into learning those things. And we enjoyed ourselves, so it was not a waste of a day. And there is an exhibit there of President Obama. And so my son took pictures with President Obama. And in his 7 years of life, he's only known, President Obama as president. There's not been another president in his life. And so he said, just really offhandedly, we're standing there and we're talking, and I was telling him who all the people were in the room of the wax figurines and everything, who they were, and reading up on their history and their contributions to society. And he says, just really, offhanded, it's just like, well, it's Tuesday. He says, I might be president. And I said, okay, go for it. You be president, appoint me to the Supreme Court. And he was like, yeah, if you ever finish school. This is my 7-year-old. I was like, you're never going to finish school. Thank you, son. Like, I don't know, I've been in school forever. But it was just, it struck me that he said it so offhandedly because I never thought I could be president. Not because I was told that only white men could do it. Not because I felt like it was a sexist or a racist issue. It's just not something that I ever thought. But because for my son's life, there has been an African-American man in the White House, and it's the most natural thing to him. It was natural for him to say, I might be president. Just that offhandedly. And that made me so proud and so excited, because witnessing the things that we witnessed yesterday in the Great Blacks and Wax Museum, and to know that that is part of the history, that is a part of our ancestral history. And because the exhibit at the Great Blacks and Wax Museum starts with a replica of a slave trader ship going through Middle Passage, to think that that's where we got our start in this country, not where we got our start, but where we got our start in this country, for my son to be able to say, I might be president. Because in this country and today, that's all he knows. That is the norm. And that is just epic and beautiful. And I just wanted to share it because I was just over myself yesterday when he said that. And then we seen some figurines of some generals from the Air Force that were Tuskegee Airmen. And he wanted to salute them, so we took a picture and saluted them. And his Veterans Day is coming up. I thought that was really cool because I'm a veteran. United States Army, National Guard, HUP. So that was good stuff. But it just, the whole experience, being able to share that with my son was good. So I said, even though we'd gone because we wanted to go to the aquarium, and we didn't get to go to the aquarium, but we still got to have a good learning experience, and it was still beneficial to us to be there. And there is an exhibit of the black man who started the National Aquarium, so we got a little taste of it. But I want to see fish, so we're going to see fish on Friday, so I had to drive back to the city to see the fish. But I'm just tickled, you know, because my son could be president, and he knows it. That is the most amazing thing. And now let me get to work because I'm 10 minutes late. But it's not my fault I was stuck behind the bus. It's not my fault this morning.